गुड मॉर्निंग विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो. या लॉकडाऊनच्या काळामध्ये आपल्या टीचिंगमध्ये जो गॅप पडलेला आहे तो गॅप भरून काढण्यासाठी मी ठरवलं की आता काही वेळ आता आपण अशा ऑनलाईन लेक्चर घेऊन थोड्याफार का प्रमाणात होईना तुम्हाला घरी थोडंसं ऑब्झर्व करायला किंवा थोडंसं त्याचा रीड करायला थोडंसं सोपं जाईल. तुमच्याकडे टेक्स्ट बुक अवेलेबल नाही आहे बरोबर, तरीसुद्धा आपण या गोष्टीचं तुम्ही काळजीपूर्वक जर ऐकण्याचा प्रयत्न केला तर तुम्हाला टॉपिक चांगल्या पद्धतीने समजेल. तुम्हाला माहिती आहे लॉकडाऊनच्या अगोदर आपण करंट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी नावाचं चॅप्टर स्टार्ट केलं बरोबर. त्याच्यामध्ये सगळ्यात पहिले आपण किर्चॉफ्स लॉ बघितले, किर्चॉफ्स करंट लॉ आणि किर्चॉफ्स व्होल्टेज लॉ. ते तुम्हाला चांगल्या पद्धतीने समजले, त्यावरती प्रॉब्लेम पाहिले आपण. त्याच्यानंतर आपण विस्टन नेटवर्क काय पाहिलं आपण, विस्टन नेटवर्क. त्याच्यामध्ये आपण अननोन रेझिस्टन्सचे व्हॅल्यू काढतो बाय युजिंग 4 रेझिस्टन्सेस R1, R2, R3 and R4. They are connected quadrilaterally like that. बरोबर. And the diagonal points in which the EMF of a cell and plug key K, it should be connected R1, R2, R3 and R4. By using this Wheatstone network, we can find the value of unknown resistance. This is called as the Wheatstone network. We have already discussed by using Kirchhoff's laws and find the balancing condition of this Wheatstone network, which is nothing but R1 by R2 is equals to R3 by R4. नवीन सिलेबस मध्ये सुद्धा हे असंच आहे, फक्त याचे रिप्रेझेंटेशन बदल. याला PQRS बरोबर आहे. बाकी प्रोसिजर सारखीच. एक महत्त्वाचा पॉइंट व्हीटस्टोन नेटवर्क मध्ये आपण पाहिला होता की या पॉइंटवरचं पोटेन्शियल डिफरन्स आणि या पॉइंटवरचं पोटेन्शियल डिफरन्स सेम असते, म्हणून या गॅल्व्हनोमीटर मधून फ्लो होणारा करंट 0 असतो. दॅट इज द बॅलन्सिंग कंडिशन ऑफ व्हीटस्टोन नेटवर्क. दिस इज व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट पॉइंट बरोबर. हे आपण पूर्ण रिवाइज केलं नाही तुम्हाला, पण आता रिव्हिजन मध्ये आपण जास्त टाइम घालू शकत नाही, कारण जर आपला व्हिडिओ जास्त एमबीचा झाला तर तो अपलोड व्हायला अडचण जाऊ शकते बरोबर. आपण शॉर्टकट याच्यानंतरचा पॉइंट पाहायचा. या चॅप्टर मध्ये आपण 2 पॉइंट पाहिले, किर्चॉफ्स लॉ आणि व्हीटस्टोन नेटवर्क. 2 टॉपिक आपले झाले. नाउ वी हॅव टू डिस्कस अबाउट द थर्ड टॉपिक कॉल्ड एज मीटर ब्रिज. We have to discuss about the meter bridge. Today we discuss about the meter bridge, that is also called as Wheatstone meter bridge. This is also called as Wheatstone meter bridge. Why it is called as Wheatstone meter bridge? Because this meter bridge is discovered by the scientist Wheatstone. That's why it is called as Wheatstone meter bridge, and there is a meter scale is to be used, or meter scale is to be attached to that network. That's why it is called as meter bridge. Meter means meter scale. Now we have to discuss about the Wheatstone meter bridge. So first point of this Wheatstone meter bridge is nothing but this network is used to find the value of unknown resistance similar to the Wheatstone network, similar to that Wheatstone bridge before point that we have already repeated. Now this Wheatstone meter bridge, it is used to find the value of unknown resistance, and this is demonstrated by the scientist Wheatstone. That's why it is called as Wheatstone meter bridge. This is the first point of this topic. Now we have to discuss further discussion, that is nothing but the second point. Second point of this Wheatstone meter bridge is nothing but it consists of a uniform cross sectional wire of length 1 meter, which is attached between the 2 points A and C, which is as shown in the diagram. This is a wire of 1 meter length of uniform cross sectional area is connected between point A and point C, which is connected between the 2 L type copper strip like that, which is connected between the 2 L type copper strip like that. Below that wire there will be meter scale is to be attached like that. Between these 2 L shape meter scale there will be third copper strip, it will be placed, consist of 2 gap, left gap and right. In a left gap there will be unknown resistance is to be attached in which its value is to be given, and in a right gap there will be the known resistance box R is connected. Between these 2 points A and C there will be EMF of a cell plus Kk and rheostat RH is to be connected. So this is the construction of piston mill, and this is called as piston mill. Before that, there will be the galvanometer also. One end of the galvanometer is connected to the C, central point of the copper, middle copper strip, and another terminal of the galvanometer is connected to the jockey. Jockey is a metallic rod of very sharp edge, like that. So this is the construction of piston meter. We can explain this construction within 3 to 4 points. आत्ताच मी तुम्हाला सांगितले पूर्ण पिस्टन मीटचं कन्स्ट्रक्शन डायग्राम आणि वर्किंग 3 पार्ट मध्ये आपल्याला डिवाइड करायचं. पहिला पॉइंट इंट्रोडक्शनचा झाला की व्हाय इट इज कॉल्ड एज पिस्टन मीटर बेस, बिकॉज दिस नेटवर्क इज डेमोन्स्ट्रेटेड बाय द सायंटिस्ट पिस्टन and it is used to find the value of unknown resistance. This is the introductory part. Now this topic can be divided into 3 parts: construction, diagram and working. We have to discuss, we already discussed about the construction. Now this is a diagram, and then we have to discuss about the working. Go through the working. Before that, construction is get repeated again. Now the construction जे आपण सांगितलं ते 2 प्रकारे मांडलं जातं. एक ओल्ड सिलेबस नुसार वेगळं आहे, नवीन सिलेबस नुसार वेगळं आहे. पण म्हणण्याचा अर्थ काही त्यांचा बदलत नाही, सारखाच असतो. मांडणी कोणी कशा पद्धतीने सुरुवात करते, कोणी कशा पद्धतीने मांडते. सिलेबस बदलला किंवा पब्लिकेशनचे पुस्तकं बदलले, मांडण्याची मेथड बदलते, पण त्याचं मीनिंग चेंज होत नाही. मग तुम्ही जुनं पुस्तक वापरा, जुना सिलेबस वापरा की नवीन सिलेबस वापरा. हे डिस्क्रिप्शन मी तुम्हाला नवीन सिलेबस नुसार सांगितलं. जुन्या सिलेबस नुसार तुम्ही याला असंही म्हणू शकता की दिस मीटर ब्रिज इज कन्सिस्ट ऑफ 3 कॉपर स्ट्रिप C1, C2 and C3. Consist of the 2 gap, left gap and right gap, fixed on the rectangular wooden board. This is a rectangular wooden board. Consist of 2 gap. In a left gap there will be the unknown resistance X is to be connected, and in a right gap there will be the known resistance box is connected. Between the 2 points A and C there will be the uniform cross sectional wire of length 1 meter is connected. Below the wire there will be meter scale is to be attached, and between the point A and C there will be EMF of a cell plus Kk and rheostat RH is to be connected, and one end of the galvanometer is connected to the central point of the copper strip C2, and another end of the galvanometer is connected to the jockey, like that. So this is the construction. Draw a diagram and explain the construction. Now we have to concerning about the working. Discuss about the working. That was third point. First point is nothing but construction, second point is the diagram, and third point is the working. In working, now touch the jockey on the different points on the wire. Touch the jockey on the different points on the wire. Galvanometer shows different deflection, but at a particular point D, galvanometer show exactly 0 deflection. Fix that point is called as null point. This point is called D. This is the first point of the working. This is very, very important. Again, we also repeat the first working points, which is nothing but touch the jockey on the different points on the wire. Galvanometer show different deflection, but at a particular point, galvanometer show exactly 0 deflection. Fix that point. Say that point is called as D, and it is also called as null point because galvanometer shows 0 deflection. That's why it is called as null point. Fix that point. Measure the left length of the wire and right length of the wire by using meter scale, which is attached below to wire. Left length of the wire is called as Lx length, and right length of the wire is called as Lr. Means this uniform cross sectional wire can be divided into 2 parts by using this middle point. And left length and right length of the wire can be measured on the basis of meter scale, which is attached below the wire, and that length is called as Lx and Lr. Now we can already discuss our network which is in balancing condition. Means our wire can be divided into 2 parts. Means our network should be in a balancing condition. So we know that this resistance of the X can be directly proportional to the length of the wire, which is nothing but X is equals to rho Lx by A. A means area of cross section, rho means specific resistance or resistivity of the wire. Similarly, the known resistance box R is directly proportional to the right length of the wire, that is called as LR, which is also called as R is equals to rho LR by A, equation number 1, equation number 2. Divide equation 1 by 2, we get X by R is equals to what? Rho LX by A upon rho LR by A. Rho A cancel, X by R is equals to LX by LR. This is the final relation between this is the final relation of a meter bridge. We know the value of R because this is called as known resistance box. LX and LR can be measured on the basis of meter scale. Means we can also know the LX and LR. Means we know R, LX and LR. By substituting these three values, we can find the X. So this network is used to find the value of. So this is the summary of this point. Once again, I also repeat all these things. We discuss the meter bridge. This is the third point of our chapter, that is called as current electricity. This network is demonstrated by the scientist Whiston, that's why it is called as Whiston meter bridge, and this network is used to find the value of unknown resistance. This is the introductory point. Next point is the construction. Construction मतलब पहला point. This meter bridge consists of three copper strips C1, C2 and C3 consist of two gap, left gap and right gap. Between the 2 points A and B fixed on the rectangular rodel. This is the first point. Once again, Whiston meter bridge consists of three copper strips C1, C2 and C3 consist of two gap, left gap and right gap. Between the 2 points A and C fixed on the rectangular rodel board as shown in the diagram. This is the first point. Second point. In a left gap, there will be the unknown resistance X is connected in which its value is to be determined. And in a right gap, there will be known resistance box in which its value is known, or the known resistance box is connected in a right gap. This is the second point. Third point. Between these 2 points, there will be uniform cross-sectional wire of length 1 meter is connected between the point A and C. Below the wire, there is a meter scale attached. This is the third point. Fourth point. Between the point A and C, there will be EMF of a cell, plug TK and rheostat RH is connected. This is the fourth point. Fifth point. One end of the galvanometer is connected to the central point of the copper strip C2 and another end of the galvanometer is connected to the jockey and shown in the diagram. This is the construction of Whiston meter bridge. This is the diagram. Now we have to discuss the third point, working. वर्किंग मधला पहिला पॉइंट विसरलो सांगण्यात अगोदर. पहिल्या पॉइंट मध्ये सांगायचं remove the resistance from the resistance box. Remove the resistance R from the resistance box and close the plug key K. And close the plug key K means the current flowing through the wire. This is the first point. And then second point. Touch the jockey on the different points on the wire. Galvanometer show different deflection, but at a particular point D, galvanometer show exactly zero deflection. And that point is say called as null point, that is called D. Measure the left length of the wire AD is called as LX and right length of the wire DC is called as LR. But then we know that X is proportional to LX because we are already discussing 11. Resistance of any wire is directly proportional to the length of the conductor. This is wire in this conductor. Its resistance is X because this wire can be balanced by this network. This resistance of the wire is balanced by this resistance. This length of the resistance or this resistance of this length of this conductor is balanced by this resistance. That's why that resistance of this conductor is directly proportional to the length, and is also the resistance of this conductor is directly proportional to the length. Right? We have already discussed this formula in 11. Equation 1, equation 2, divide this two equation, we get this, and we can write also X equal to LX by LR into capital R. This is the relation of Whiston meter bridge. If we know the three values LX, LR and capital R, we can find the value of X. Means this network is used to find the value of unknown resistance. Correct? Now, this is the explanation. Once again, we can shortly repeat all these things again. Listen carefully. This network is used to find the value of unknown resistance and demonstrate by the scientist Whiston. That's why it is called as Whiston meter bridge. Now construction. This Whiston meter bridge consists of 3 copper strips C1, C2, C3. Consists of 2 gap, left gap and right gap fixed on the rectangular wooden board between the 2 points A and C, which is as shown in the diagram. This is the first point. Second point, in a left gap there will be unknown resistance X in which its values to be connected, determined, called as X. And in a right gap there will be known resistance box R is connected. Between the point A and C there will be the uniform cross sectional wire of length 1 meter is connected. Below that wire there will be meter scale is to be attached. Between the point A and C there will be EMF cell plus PK and rheostat RH is connected. Last point, the one end of the galvanometer is connected to the central point of the copper strip C2 and the another end of the galvanometer is connected to the jockey. This is a working and this is a diagram. Now this is the construction and diagram. Third point is working. Working मतलब पहला point, remove the resistance from the resistance box and close the plug key K and touch the jockey on the different point of the wire. Galvanometer show different deflection, but at a particular point D, galvanometer show exactly 0 deflection. That point is called as null point. Next, we know that null point can be divided into 2 wires which balance the network, and we already discussed in the 11. The resistance of this wire is directly proportional to length. This resistance of this wire is directly proportional to length. Equation 1, equation 2. Where rho and A, rho be the specific resistance or resistivity and A be the area of cross section. Equation 1 and 2, divide these 2 equations, we get the relation of Whiston meter. So on the basis of this Whiston meter bridge, we can solve this problem. Problem is nothing but the 2 resistances 2 ohm and 3 ohm. Means this 2 ohm and 3 ohm. हे प्रॉब्लेम व्यवस्थितरित्या समजून घ्या. या प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये आपले बरेचसे कन्सेप्ट क्लिअर. हे प्रॉब्लेम आपल्याला सॉल्व करायचा. या प्रॉब्लेम दिस प्रॉब्लेम इज बेस्ड ऑन दिस meter bridge. Now 2 resistances 2 ohm and 3 ohm is connected across the 2 gaps. Means here is the 2 ohm, here is the 3 ohm. Is connected across the 2 gaps of a meter bridge as shown in the figure. Calculate the current through the same. Calculate the current through the same. We can find this I. Calculate the current flowing through the cell when the bridge is connected and the specific resistance of the material of the wire. Specific resistance means rho. We can find rho. Now, 2 resistances 2 ohm and 3 ohm. Like that. This 2 ohm and 3 ohm is connected between the 2 gaps of the meter bridge. Calculate. This is a meter bridge. This is a wire. This is EMF of cell, plug K and rheostat H. A, B, A and C. This is C1, C2, C3. This is galvanometer. This is jockey. 2 resistances 2 ohm and 3 ohm are connected between the 2 gaps of the meter bridge. Calculate the current flowing through the EMF. Also the specific resistance of the wire of a material of the wire. Given that the resistance of the wire, bridge wire, resistance of this bridge wire, या वायरचं टोटल रेजिस्टन्स किती दिलं 1.49 ohm and its diameter is 0.6. तुम्हाला कॅल्क्युलेट करायचं प्रॉब्लेम मी समजून सांगणार आन्सर तुम्हाला काढायचं. दोन रेजिस्टन्स जर एकमेकांच्या सीरीज मध्ये असतील हे सीरीज मध्ये तर याचं टोटल रेजिस्टन्स म्हणजे याची समेशन असते बरोबर. मग या रेझिस्टन्सची व्हॅल्यू किती 2 ओम, याची किती 3 ओम. तर या दोन पॉइंट मध्ये टोटल रेझिस्टन्स किती 2 + 3 म्हणजे किती 5 ओम. याचा रेझिस्टन्स दिलं किती 1.49 ओम. मग मी याला R1 म्हणलं सपोज. या टोटल रेझिस्टन्सला मी काय म्हणलं R1. मग R1 ची व्हॅल्यू किती 1.49 ओम. याची टोटल दिलेली आहे प्रॉब्लेम. या दोघांचं टोटल रेझिस्टन्स किती R2. या दोघांचं किती 2 + 3 म्हणजे किती 5 ओम. म्हणजे R1 झालं 1.42, R2 झालं 5 ओम. हे दोन्ही रेझिस्टन्स एकमेकांना पॅरलल आहेत. बरोबर की म्हणजे 1/Rp आपण शिकलो आठवत असेल तर इज 1/R1 + 1/R2. ठेवा R1 आणि R2 Rp काढा. यावरून Rp काढा. हे झालं या सर्किटचं टोटल रेझिस्टन्स. बरोबर. हे झालं रेझिस्टन्स. आणि डायग्राम मध्ये दिलेलं याची व्हॅल्यू 1 व्होल्ट आहे. गिवन आहे ॲज शोन इन द फिगर मध्ये इथे कुठेतरी आहे. डायग्राम मध्ये दिलेली याची व्हॅल्यू 2 व्होल्ट. हे झालं व्होल्टेज, हे झालं रेझिस्टन्स. याच्यामधून करंट बाय ओम्स लॉ V = IR. बरोबर का. सो व्हॉट इज करंट V डिवाइडेड बाय R. R म्हणजे टोटल रेझिस्टन्स म्हणजे हा Rp. इथून Rp जो निघेल सॉल्व करून तू इथे ठेवा. बरोबर. याना Rp काढा, तो Rp इथे ठेवा. V2 व्होल्ट तुम्हाला I निघून जाईल. प्रॉब्लेम सॉल्व. परत सांगतो. या सेल मधून फ्लो होणारा करंट काढायचा. फाइंड द कॅल्क्युलेट द करंट थ्रू द सेल. या सेल मधून फ्लो होणारा करंट काढायचा. त्या करंटला मी I म्हणतो. या सेलची व्हॅल्यू व्होल्टेज म्हणजे 2 ओम. आणि या सर्किटचा टोटल रेझिस्टन्स काढायचा. हे टोटल काढण्यासाठी हे सिरीज ही व्हॅल्यू दिलेली आहे. ही व्हॅल्यू आपल्याला माहिती आहे 5. ही व्हॅल्यू माहिती आहे दिलेली आहे. आणि ह्या दोन्ही पॅरलल आहेत म्हणून पॅरललचा फॉर्म्युला. याला मी R1 म्हणतो. या दोघांची ऍडिशन करून R2 म्हणलं. R1 आणि R2 या फॉर्म्युल्याने Rp काढा, तो Rp इथे ठेवा आणि करंट काढा. बरोबर. समजलं का. आता रेझिस्टिव्हिटी कशी काढायची. रेझिस्टिव्हिटी काढण्यासाठी रेझिस्टन्स इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू लेंथ अँड इनव्हर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू एरिया ऑफ क्रॉस सेक्शन. आपण शिकलो. प्रोपोर्शनॅलिटी साइन गायब केलं तर आपण स्पेसिफिक रेझिस्टन्स घेतो. त्याला म्हणतो रो. रो L/A. यावरून रो ची व्हॅल्यू किती रो RA/L. R कोणता तर हा टोटल Rp. याला मी Rp म्हणतो. काय म्हणतो याला Rp. म्हणजे Rp ची व्हॅल्यू तुम्ही काढली. Rp तुम्हाला माहिती. बरोबर. या वायरची लेंथ 1 मीटर. L लिहिण्याची गरज नाही. 1 मीटर. 1 डिवाइडेड बाय 1. बरोबर. A कसा काढायचा. रो Rp ची व्हॅल्यू इंटू पाय R स्क्वेअर. डायमीटर दिलेले आहे. डायमीटरचा हाफ करा तुम्हाला काय मिळेल रेझिस्टन्स. इथे ठेवा. हे कॅल्क्युलेट करून रो काढा. दिस इज द सेकंड पार्ट. बरोबर. याचे आन्सर काढा. सेकंड पार्टचं. फर्स्ट पार्टचा करंट, सेकंड पार्टचा रो. असं करून हे प्रॉब्लेम सॉल्व. क्लियर. Okay, now you have to discuss the next topic in the next lecture.